Guys, thanks to a good friend of the channel, we're going to take a look at Sla'Ker in hand. This is amazing, guys, and I got to tell you, I was surprised by what I saw from this footage, courtesy of Todd, a good friend of the channel. Thanks a lot, Todd. I really do appreciate you giving us the opportunity to take a look at Turtles of Grayskull Sla'Ker. Guys, without further ado, let's take a look at what comes with Sla'Ker. Sla'Ker? I don't know how we're going to pronounce this guy, but he does look absolutely amazing, guys. Let's have a look at Sla'Ker. I'd like to give a huge shout out to friend of the channel Todd, who sent me this message earlier today. It reads, "Hi Jay, received a Sla'Ker figure today." Sla'Ker figure? Sla'Ker? I'd be happy to share a video of it with you if you're interested in using it in your YouTube channel, or if you'd just like to see it. Love the channel. Thanks so much. Guys, I had to take a look at this, right? I mean, why wouldn't I? So guys, huge shout out to Todd for sharing this video with me. Thanks a lot, Todd. I really appreciate it, brother. And there it is, everybody. There is Sla'Ker. Sla'Ker? It's hard to figure out how to pronounce that name. I hope Mattel will give us an actual pronunciation one day. He looks freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. We've already seen the backing card thanks to Manuel Eduardo Caritas, Roy Juarez on his Instagram page, but seeing it in hand is something completely different. You can see the Turtles of Grayskull branding at the top. You can see Sla'Ker right there in two different poses. He is situated in this gigantic box, and we do know that he has a Build-A-Figure Metal Boto, numbers 2 of 4 parts. This is crazy, guys. Let's find out exactly what Todd received. As we scroll, Todd is definitely one of the lucky ones who received this very early, and I'm so jealous that he actually picked this up, but I'm so thankful that he decided to share it with us here on the Mega J Retro channel. This is actually a pretty big box. I mean, you can see Todd's hands there. How big is this character? I'm really wondering. On the right-hand side, we can see a wonderful illustration of Sla'Ker. I'm just going to say it that way. It's just a lot easier for me. He's got those two crazy swords with their knuckle dusters. Here we see the back of the box, and it goes on to read, "When Krang schemed to mutate He-Man required a test subject, Skeletor knew who he had to use. He's He-Man's robotic doppelganger, Faker, covered in some mutagen that created the evil turtle Slash. The diabolical duplicate rose from the ooze as deadly robot turtle Sla'Ker." This is crazy. We can see that Metal Boto's parts with the head and the lower torso, his furry loincloth belt, and of course the two top halves of his legs to form Metal Boto numbers 2 of 4. And one of the biggest features here is the removable chest armor for real robotic reveals. This is awesome. Moving down further, we can see that wonderful artwork, which was already displayed by Roy Juarez. It is the Shredder Ooze Pit. Oh my gosh, we could be getting a slime pit in the works, guys. I hope they'll be announcing it very, very soon. There we can see Shredder and Skeletor just reveling at the idea that Sla'Ker has emerged from the Ooze Pit. This is amazing. Moving back to the front, we can see the Master Universe branding along with the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the front. Sla'Ker, evil cybernetic snapping turtle. You gotta love it, guys. Todd has opened up the box, and looks like there are some additional illustration instructions. It looks like Sla'Ker can remove his shell, much like the other turtles in the line. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful feature that they're showcasing here. And he can store other sword or knife on his carapace. Opening him up, we can see that he is well cased in that plastic prison. But here he comes, everybody. There he is. It's Sla'Ker. Oh my god, this guy's absolutely massive. It looks like he comes with a mini comic. Let's have a look at this. No, it's one of those display cards. That's kind of interesting. Collectible cards for Sla'Ker. Opening it up, Todd shows us that it is coming with instructions as well, printed instructions. It showcases how many parts are removable, I guess, or can be articulated: the head, the arms, the hands, and of course the legs. Funny that it doesn't actually have any actual instructions, just illustrations. And of course the collectible card, Sla'Ker, evil cybernetic snapping turtle, mutant powers, Faker, near perfect He-Man replica. That's hilarious. I mean, the guy's blue. How can he be perfect? Superhuman strength, robotic endoskeleton, Slash, evil mutated snapping turtle, Psycho with a spiked shell, ooze for brains. That's hilarious. And of course, that wonderful illustration on the front of Sla'Ker running through a lake of mutagen in what appears to be a sewer. Perhaps that's actually what it looks like in the caverns of Grayskull, or perhaps Eternos. That's amazing. The backing card, I suppose you could use it as a backer for Sla'Ker. It's just a gradient fill, but it looks really nice actually. Then we come to the main event himself. There he is. There is Sla'Ker. Now, guys, take a look at that. Metal Boto's legs are dwarfed by Sla'Ker's legs. This guy is massive. He is absolutely huge. Metal Boto's head is also quite small in comparison to Sla'Ker's head. This is crazy. The carapace seems to have fallen out from the back. I guess that's where it was housed before. We can see that he comes with those 2 additional swords with spiked knuckle dusters. He has those shoulder pauldrons, which look like they come from Beastman. Pulling out Sla'Ker, my goodness, he is absolutely massive. Oh my god, he's huge. I dare say he's close to maybe 6 inches? He's massive. That's crazy. Taking a closer look at his chest, you can see the pizza-inspired data tapes that run inside of his chest. The plasteron has been slashed, so you can actually reveal that part of his chest. Now, it should be noted that his plasteron is actually just a piece of armor. It's not like a traditional turtle. And moving him around, we can see that Sla'Ker's shell can attach to those 2 plug points, and Sla'Ker does not miss leg day. He's got some crazy legs. Bandana, much like the other turtles, is soft, pliable plastic, which can be moved around a little bit. He's got those clawed feet. Of course, very signature to a snapping turtle. His hands have really pronounced nails. And of course, he's got that reverse S for the belt of Sla'Ker. Now, this is really interesting, everybody. TODD brings in Man-at-Arms. Holy crap! Sla'Ker could be one of the tallest, one of the biggest Master Universe Origins figures ever created. I don't know if this is the same body that they used for Andre the Giant, but it's huge. He is absolutely massive. Look at the size difference between him and Man-at-Arms. Now, Mr. Home Arcade did a video earlier where he compared Krang's new body to a custom Krang he did. And it'll be interesting to see these 2 matched up, Krang and Sla'Ker, because these guys are absolute giants. This is crazy. TODD goes on to try some of the articulation. Sla'Ker has really good knee articulation. His head is attached very well, along with his bandana, which is movable. He has articulated wrists and upper arm movement closer to the bicep. The shoulder joints move really well, and he really is just another example of a great Masters of the Universe Origins figure. The color scheme is quite nice as well. Obviously, he's using the color scheme for Faker. He's got the pink, the gold highlights, and of course, the purple boots and wristbands. Very signature to the Faker figure that we all know and love. And of course, you can't mistake that head sculpt with those crazy looking teeth. Sla'Ker looks absolutely ridiculous. Pulling out all the accessories, we have Metal Boto's lower torso. It seems like he doesn't have a fuzzy loincloth like I thought. It's more of a metallic shorts. He's also got those metallic legs and golden knees. That's really cool. There is Metal Boto's new head sculpt. Looks pretty amazing. He looks like Metalhead crossed with Roboto. It's amazing. And there we have the 2 short swords with knuckle dusters, spiked and ready for killing action. Attaching them on to Sla'Ker's hands is no problem, but with a little bit more adjusting, it looks like he holds it pretty well. The carapace attaches with these 2 notches on the back of the shell, plugging into the 2 holes on the back of the straps. You can also see the handle where he can actually use the carapace as a shield, plugging it in directly. He's giving TODD a bit of issue. Looks like he was having a little bit of trouble there, but he finally got it on. It's a wonderful sculpt and design. I really do like the overall shape for a snapping turtle. And that black belt, which is all the way across from the back, really does finish off the look for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style. It should be noted that there is actually no strap in the front for any of these back straps, so I'm curious as to where those actually attaching to. I wonder if these are actually hooks on the sides for their shells. Taking another closer look at the pieces from Metal Boto, it'll be really cool to see this figure finally completed. Looks like it's got a spring feature on his mouth, possibly in relation to the original Roboto. And once you finally put him on his head, maybe it also articulates when he moves his waist back and forth. That would be absolutely incredible. Taking a look at the last feature of Sla'Ker, TODD removes his carapace. You might have to remove your head. Nope, apparently you can just slip it right off the top of his head. There is one additional piece which you have to detach from the bottom. There doesn't seem to be a detach point at the back, so I think it's probably a case of removing it directly from his waist by removing the waist completely. But taking a closer look at the chest sticker, it's a wonderful little deco and it looks amazing. Really reminiscent of Faker's tape-to-tape reel, but at the same time giving that pizza concept, obviously a nod to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Putting everything back together, he really is a wonderful figure to take a look at, and I'm so glad that TODD gave us a chance to take a look at Sla'Ker. As a really quick note, Todd wanted to show us that he was actually putting the shell upside down. So he did fix that, and apparently this top piece is supposed to be at the top, and this lower piece, which is more rounded off, should be at the bottom. I want to thank Todd again for giving us the opportunity to take a look at Sla'Ker. Holy crap, what an incredible figure. Look at those knives with the knuckle dusters. When positioned right, they look just menacing and seem to fit in Sla'Ker's hands perfectly. Thanks again, Todd. I really appreciate you giving us the chance to take a look at Sla'Ker from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles of Grayskull action figure line. Oh my god, these turtles are getting big, and I mean massive. Sla'Ker is huge. I don't know how he compares to Krang, who is also a massive individual in terms of the Turtles of Grayskull line, but a lot of people were speculating that Sla'Ker was actually using the Andre the Giant buck, and I could totally see that. This guy is absolutely massive. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts of seeing the new Sla'Ker action figure from the Turtles of Grayskull line. I want to give another huge shout out to Todd, friend of the channel. Thanks again, brother. I really appreciate you letting us take a look at this amazing figure. Let me also know in the comment section below, guys, are you going to pick up Sla'Ker once he starts hitting Walmart or Target? I can't remember which exclusive he's with. I'm going to assume he's with Walmart because he's blue. And are you guys excited that more Turtles of Grayskull figures are starting to hit store shelves, especially since some of us are going to miss out on Rock On pretty soon? Guys, let me know those comments in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. And if you're in the position to help the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon page. It's MegaJ Retro on Patreon. Guys, the patrons and channel members of this channel help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I couldn't do it without them. They are the best. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. It really means the world to me. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Turtle Power! We have the power. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.